Hello everyone, welcome back to our Master Tamil Education 2.0 where we develop into the intricate of world of unsolved mysteries that have captivated the human imagination for generation. In this video we embark on journey through some of the most perplexing and enigmatic case that continue to the baffle experts and mature Sulesh. See alike. Okay, let's go to the topic. The Jungle of Angkor. In 1860, Henry Mohot, a French naturalist, had gone to Indochina in search of rare birds and insects. He did not find rare birds or insects, but found monumental highways, artificial waterways, and magnificently constructed towers. This he realized we are not ordinary buildings but were the remains of splendid civilization. He recorded in his diary the grandeur and anything left of his Greece or Rome. Unfortunately, Mohot fell sick. He could not pursue his quest and died tropical fever. His report was passed on the others, and all the details arrived at one conclusion that there occurred a brilliant civilization. The minimum rate details were later on discovered by the French government, who set up exploration commissions by 1885. They had worked up a chronology of the rules and developed the outlines of a description of the civilization that had produced the wondrous city. They could not document that Angkor had been destroyed in a East Southeast Asian people called Khmers. They developed military and technologically for 500 years, but the questions which they could not answer was that how did the civilization decline and people disappear in the 15th century AD? The civilization began with the trade and other constructs between India and Southeast Asia. It took spiritual inspirations from India, and after a few years, modern Comanche was formed. It was called Phenomena and Funa, which meant the mountain. The founder of the Funa, according to the Khmer tales, was Kaundanya, a Brahman. He came to shore where a young woman paddled out. In Karnia, the great hymn to the sea-washed Queen Willow Leaf. It has been ruler of the country and daughter as a sprint deity. She was against Kaundanya, so she seized his ship, but Kaundanya proved to be more powerful. He shot a magic arrow into her craft. That queen realized that she was no match for him. So she made peace with him, and shortly afterwards the two were married. And after their union were born the ancestors of Funa rules and generation of Khmer rules. The kingdom progressed for 5 centuries and earned around 550 AD. The Funa kingdom was overthrown by Kambujas. The first great Kamunja leader was Jayavarman II. With he started the brilliant Khmer Empire and a royal dynasty. The dynasty flourished for more than 600 years. Jayavarman, meaning protector of Victoria, was a military genius. He ruled for Jayavarman created heredity office of high priestess to assist in the task of administration. With him, Jayavarman established a religious hierarchy to supervise every aspect of national life. 40 years and unified the state and kept the state military strong. He set up a new capital on the mountain of Kulan. There he brought an Indian skilled in magic science to exercise all foreign demands and to establish the protection of his empire by Lord Sivan. And to make his position all powerful, he declared himself as the God King, the incarnations of Shiva. The concept provided the mantle of legitimacy for 30 Khmer kings. It also became the inspiring force behind the feverish building which created the urban complex on and above the plain of Angkor. Jayavarman was followed by his nephew Indravarman I. He ruled for 11 years and solidified his empire by building barrages and raised water storage lakes. With the facility of storage water, the condition of peasants improved. They could irrigate their land throughout the year. Indravarman's son and successor Yashovarman I also did much for good one of the kingdom. He constructed a funerary temple in the middle of lake. He also created a stone pyramid and a barrage the east of the royal city, nearly 5 square feet miles in size. Thus, the construction work continued from generation to generation, and the empire continued to prosper. The kingdom touched the peak of success in 12th and 13th centuries. Yasovarman I was followed by Suryavarman, who kept the torch of progress burning. But after his death, the Khmer Empire entered a period of decline, primarily because there was no direct heir. The struggle for throne began. Jayavarman VII, brother of the dead king, who was in exile, came and took the regents of the state into his hands. He gave new light to the kingdom. Architecturally and politically, he built temples in memory of his parents. To Brahman and Pradhan Khan, he also polished and completed the earlier unfinished temples. He dedicated a temple to himself and the Buddha called by the Bayan. The Bayan represented changes in architectural constructions. Compared with the earlier temples, this temple still cultured and its 51 towers make the profile difficult to understand. More unique and unusual is the sculpture with the huge smiling face, with is a representations of Jayaraman VII in the aspects of Buddha. He died in 1219, and from the 13th century onward no Khmer king undertook the construction something like that of Jayavarman VII. In addition to weak kings, many social and economic factors contributed in weakening the empire. The Chinese commercial envoy and traveler Zhou Talabrati described the classes and divisions of people in Khmer. He noted that the excited and slavery, and that not everything was green and pleasant. The gulf between the rich and the poor had widened up, and this perhaps finally paved the way for the disintegrations of a grand empire. He died in 1219, and from the 13th century onward no Khmer king undertook the construction something like that of Jayavarman VII. In addition to weak kings, many social and economic factors contributed in weakening the empire. The Chinese commercial envoy and traveler Zhou Talabrati described the classes and divisions of people in Khmer. He noted that the excited and slavery, and that not everything was green and pleasant. The gulf between the rich and the poor had widened up, and this perhaps finally paved the way for the disintegrations of a grand empire. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share your friends, please put a like. See you another video. Take care. Bye.